Monday, and it's been a week since I've been live. So I missed y'all. Hope you missed me. While we're waiting on folks to join, just reminding you that my website is Cooped Up. You can visit that anytime. I'm Cooped Up as my handle in all of the social places. Would love a follow wherever you watch or listen to this. I'm getting my things mixed up. Particularly on Instagram, if you're there, I'm Cooped Up. And wherever you watch or listen to this, be sure you click the bell, subscribe button, or whatever, so that you do not miss a minute of it. We air this on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, as well as rebroadcast it on all of the major podcasting platforms. So with that, let's get rolling. So last week, so I came live last week on Monday, and then realized that being that the kids were off school last week, because our kids, we have all these extra vacations because our school is an extended, more or less year-round calendar, which I love, by the way. But I was wanting to do things. I had very busy mornings, but for work, and then I was wanting to do things with the kids in the afternoon, and just being here every day at 4:30 was a little bit tough. So thank you. Hey, Mama, good to see you. But anyway, so last week we just bummed around. We did what did we do? Some shopping, just hanging out, browsing, all that sort of stuff. I think we cooked one afternoon. It was a lot of fun. And then Monica and Mike, so my sister Monica, my brother-in-law Mike, and their son Sterling came up on Friday. And then we went to see Elton John Friday evening. Before Monica, Mike, Todd, and I went to see Elton John on Friday. It's probably my 10th time to see Elton John. I've seen him more than I have seen any other performer. And it's his Farewell Yellow Brick Road tour, the alleged farewell tour. I think he's been on it 3 times already, but that's a whole other thing. I've seen Cher's farewell tour at least 4 times, and it's never the same tour. It's just always, it's one last one. But I will tell you, the Elton John show, I hear it was great. And the reason I say that is I was unwell. So we go out, it was out at Globe Life Field, which is the new ballpark where the Texas Rangers play. They started doing concerts there. I think Lady Gaga was just there. Obviously, Elton was there. And I don't know who else has played there, but I'm assuming others. And so we took Alto out to a car service here regionally that competes with Uber and Lyft out to the concert. And we get there and we're hanging out. We had great seats, floor seats, like 12th row. I mean, could not beat it. It was great. But I will tell you this. I lasted about 4 songs and then I got violently ill. I kid you not. I missed the whole rest of the show. It was multifaceted sickness. Let's put it that way. Some of it was booze induced. I'm not going to lie. I do think I drank maybe a little bit more than I should have, but not more than I ever have. And I've never had that happen. But here's the other thing. It was so hot in there. I had sweat running down my face. Admittedly, I'm wearing a black sequin jacket, black shirt, my pearls, sassy pants, all that stuff. So I ended up big old glasses, which I should have brought up with me. But I was burning up, and because we had floor seats, which typically I do not prefer floor seats, even if they're closer, because they're flat, they're more crowded. But in this venue, if you sit in a regular seat, like a seat, it's a baseball stadium, so you're really far away from the stage. So we chose floor seats for this particular show, and again, 12th row. You can't really get much better than that. But the seats were so crowded. So basically, you're standing up, you're shoulder to shoulder with people, you're having some drinks. It is hot. I mean, so hot. People were taking their, not shirts, like sweaters off and sweatshirts and other types of things. It was chilly on Friday evening. But I got through about, I think it was like the 4th song. And I just said, it maybe have been a little bit, I may be underselling myself. It may have been like the 6th or 7th song, because he played a couple of really fast songs. He played Philadelphia Freedom, which I adore that song, as does my mother, I know. And he played a couple of others, but then he got to some of his really slow, newer stuff that no one knows the words to, which, by the way, That drives me insane when you go to a classic artist, like a big artist, especially if he's on a farewell tour. You did not come there to hear a single damn new song. I do not care what song is on your new album. If it is your farewell tour, I want it to be greatest hits. It needs to be a greatest hits tour, classics. You know, I don't want to hear this is an original song from my new album. Those are like the words I never want to hear. I usually don't want to hear them at a concert at all, but especially not a farewell tour. So we get to the part where everyone sits down. It's the slower part, and I'm sitting there, and I guess I had to take my jacket off, and I guess the look on my face must have changed because everyone around me, including people I do not know, was like, "Are you okay? Are you gonna be okay? Are you okay? Are you gonna be okay?" And I was not. So I had to get up. I didn't do anything there. I was trying to chug some water. Got up to we had to, and when you're on the floor seats, you're like in the bowl. So you have to go up the stairs and find a bathroom and all that. And so I went into the bathroom. I can't remember I yacked in there or not. But I fell asleep in there. I sat on the toilet and I leaned up against the wall and fell asleep. Oh, I'm skipping a very important part of the story. Todd lost me. He did not lose me. I got lost. So he takes me up to the concourse, which is much cooler. They have like the windows open, the outside air a little bit. It's more air conditioning. And he sits me down and he goes to get some water or something. And I'm sitting there for a moment. And while he's gone to get me some water or something, I don't know, water, eat, I don't know. I see the bathrooms and I get up and I go to the bathroom without telling him. So I go into the bathroom and then I'm sitting there and then I fall asleep in the bathroom. I kid you not. I'm falling asleep in this public bathroom. Todd is looking for me. Fortunately, he could see my shoes under the stall, so he knew where I was and just kind of kept an eye on me from there. So I don't know how long I was in the bathroom. I'm hoping maybe a song or two. And then I got up and walked out, and I guess Todd either didn't see me or he had gone to report back to Monica and Mike what had happened or whatever. And I got up and was lost in there. And we were on like a half story, so there was no direct access to the outside. So I just kept asking people, "Where is outside? Where is outside?" I remember doing this, like this insane part. Where is outside? And they're like, "It's over there. Take that elevator up." All that. So I did that, and I just went outside. I just left I literally left, and they're like, "You can't come back in." I was like, "I don't want to come back in." Walked out. It was nice and cool outside. I went and sat. How I did not get a public intoxication charge, I do not know. I'm guessing maybe I hold my shit together better than I thought I did. But I'm sitting on a bench for a while, and then someone did say, "Are you okay? You might want to walk around or something," which I took as a warning that the PI might be coming. So I got up and I walked kind of like this grassy area that had like some landscaped walls, and I just sat on one of those walls for a little bit. I do know that I watered the plants there with my vomit, but and it was just all wine at that point. But then I started feeling better, but I'm laying there, or not laying there. I have my hands on my head like this, and people walking by, "Are you okay?" And I just thumbs up. "I'm fine. I just got too hot. I just got too hot." I don't know that anyone believed me. And then Todd, I don't know. I think it's because I had my app because he kept trying to call me. Here's the other thing. He kept trying to call me, and my watch and my phone were going off, vibrating, and I just was not answering. I was in the bathroom at one of the time and the other, and for whatever reason, I was not answering. But I'm guessing that through the Find Friends app, he was able to find me. But unfortunately, he had to leave as well. This is where Todd is literally like the nicest person on the planet. I am not as nice when people are sick around me. I'm like, "Ugh, get away," or they're there. Todd is doting. Todd is kind. Todd is sweet. Todd left the concert from seeing Elton John, which granted he's seen him also about 10 times, but see me, found me, sat with me, texted Monica and Mike, "Do not leave. Do not we'll sit out here for the rest of the concert. We want you to see the rest of it." And this is all, I think Elton went on at 8:30 and we were home by midnight, including all the craziness with the car and all that stuff. So I think the concert was like maybe 2 hours long. But yeah, they had a great time. Let's just put it that way. I spent a lot of money to get drunk somewhere else and almost get arrested. So needless to say, I felt like garbage on Saturday. and I think I'm still not completely over it. I have a little, and it's also we're terrible allergies here in Dallas right now, and ozone is really high today too. Kelly's saying Todd gets a star. Todd gets a major star. This is literally like when I had COVID. He's like bringing me stuff, setting it by the door. You okay? Whatever, whatever. When I get really sick, the thing, and this is not in this case, like when I get illness sick, my special request dinner, I have no idea why, but my special request dinner is always Stouffer's lasagna and tater tots. Yes, I want those together. That is always, oh, I need to stop. I started a new diet today, and now my stomach is growling. But that is always my go-to, and he always makes it for me. He is so sweet and so kind. I'm like, and I'm here, the bitch, like, did you die yet? You okay? All right. Don't get me sick. Todd goes into the trenches for me. So very, very sweet thing. But so today I still don't feel great, but I actually tested myself for COVID this morning because I was like, I feel bad. And my sinuses were on fire this morning. I did some nasal spray and it made them feel better, but they were on fire this morning. Hey, Sandy. And just felt headachy and all of that kind of stuff. And you know what? When you feel bad, you know what the perfect thing to do is? Start a really aggressive new diet. It's a terrible idea. But I had already planned to do this, ordered the box, the Octavia diet. I don't know if you've heard about this. It's one of these where you pay them like $400 and they send you this giant box, effectively of space food that you eat. You can eat any of it from the box, just one, and you have to eat it every 3 hours, and it revs up your metabolism. Octavia is the name of it. And I'd already said I was going to start it on Monday. That was the plan. All of this probably could have delayed it a day. Because I started that this morning as well. I think I have had 4 of my 5. They call them fuelings of the day. They're not meals because this is not food. I made chili in the microwave, and it only took a 3/4 of a cup of water. I'm going to add more next time. I'm assuming more water is fine, just to make it go a little farther and make it be a little smoother. But then I had a bar. I had a smoothie. The smoothie was really good, but my system has been both from hunger as well as I think the space food is giving me refugee farts, y'all. Like it is. I am so gassy also. So, and to Aaron's point, you might want to throw the guy a bone. The guy might want to wait for a week or two until I'm through the first phase of this Octavia. Octavia? Am I saying that right? Diet. I have it on my Octavia. Yes, and I have had 4 of my 6 fuelings for the day. And then for dinner tonight, we're having. If I have a waffle maker on order that's supposed to be here anytime now, ours broke, our big one, and I have some little ones, but I wanted bigger ones. We're having tuna melts that are turned into waffles, served over romaine lettuce. That is what Todd and I are having for dinner. The kids said that they wanted to try it. We will see. And that is so with this diet, this Octavia diet, you get 5 of these prepackaged, completely manufactured, highly processed, high protein, high vitamin food items a day. And then you get 1 very lean and green meal that you have to prepare yourself. Like they don't give you that meal. You just have to buy the ingredients, make it all. And they give you a ton of recipes. They all look amazing, by the way. I have not yet had one, but we will see on how that turns out. But since I've started talking about having done this, so many people have texted me saying, oh, I did it too, and I lost like a shit ton of weight. I have a friend who said she lost 90 pounds on it. I have a friend who started it in February and has already lost 67 pounds. And you only stay on it until you just don't want to lose weight anymore, and then you can maintain there. But I'm trying. So I am 220. I actually have lost 5 pounds on my own in the last month and a half. I just need a jumpstart. I need to get back below 200. That is my goal. So my goal is 20 pounds. So I'm hoping I can do that in a month and a half, 2 months or so. So, and Sandy's saying, I'm curious about the tuna melt. Yes, I am as well. Let me see if I can find the Octavia tuna melt waffle and see if there's a link to it that I can show you. So that you see what, oh, here it is. Look at that. I'm dropping it in the comments right now. Now, why did it do that? What in the world? Come on. Why is it Octavia recipes? What am I doing here? Anyway, I'll find it and I'll send it or post it about it later. But basically, supposedly everything tastes better if it's in waffle form on this diet. So they have like mashed potatoes. It's like put them in the waffle. So Monica's asking, are the people able to maintain it? So supposedly, yes. Everyone I know who has been on it has been able to largely maintain their weight loss. It's not been a yo-yo situation. So it is kind of training your body to rev up your metabolism, to eat more often but less bulk, which I think is what you're supposed to do anyway. Does it give dinner suggestions? Yes, the app is wonderful. The app actually, in it, like I can go to the lean and mean section. You can see right here, and there. See how? Oh, here's the waffle tuna melt. See how that looks right there? And that has one leanest credit, 3 greens, and 2 healthy fats, and 2 condiments. So there's a little bit of math involved in it. But there, ooh, I see Amazon pulling up in the front. That might be my waffle maker. So that is what we're having for dinner tonight if the waffle maker arrives on time. But the recipes look lovely, and you can also you can sort them by poultry, beef, pork, seafood, tofu, eggs, cheese, because you can have cheese on this diet, and then different vegetables. And if you are gluten-free or soy-free or vegetarian, you can egg-free, you can sort them by that, and also by cooking time, which is great. So we will see. We will see. I've already told the kids that there are certain nights that it's going to be a make it your damn self night where they are in charge of their own thing, macaroni and cheese, whatever they want to make, and I'll be eating my diet food. So, but yeah, so I just need to get the weight off, and so that means I'm not drinking right now either. And I do have lunch. So I am deciding on what I'm going to do. So I have a scheduled lunch with Eric and our friend Craig on Friday, which I'm not going to dare miss. I'm going to use my 1 meal a day for that, and then eat my space food before and after that. I've not decided on the booze situation. Normally we have drinks with lunch. I will probably have clubs. I don't mind if other people drink around me. I'll probably have club soda with a splash of cran and a squeeze of lime or something. That's usually my non-alcoholic kind of mocktail go-to. So we will see on that. I may have some of that tonight too, just because I'm not drinking caffeine anymore. So iced tea would be out. I'm trying not to drink caffeine. I did kind of, with the major hangover I had this weekend from the Elton John thing, I did drink some caffeine on Saturday and Sunday, but not a ton. So did I talk Elton, Monica? Yes, I did. I told the whole story. Oh, and I left out the part where there are photos of me like passed out on the wall that I was not privy to until yesterday, and they've been shared with people on the Facebook, which is fine. I have no shame on that. Just drink Pinot Grigio instead of Chardonnay. It's lighter. Yes, I've already switched to Sauvignon Blanc, which is lighter than Chardonnay. We may be going down the chain to the point of where it's water. No caffeine on Octavia, or just in general? I'm not drinking it just in general because of my blood pressure, and I'm just trying to get that under control. But no, you can have caffeine. So the only thing you cannot have, you're not supposed to drink your calories. So you can have you can have iced tea with like a squeeze of lime or lemon or whatever in it. Probably not sweet tea, which I'm not a sweet tea person anyway. You're just supposed to not have any calories in addition to what is in the prescribed thing. I can send you all the details about it. Supposedly the first 3 days are the hardest. I'm finishing up day 1 right now, and I'm not gonna lie, I have been starving the entire fucking day. I woke up hungry, and I hadn't even started it yet. You have to eat within an hour of waking up, and then every 2 to 3 hours, I've been trying to make it like 2 hours and 30 minutes, and then you eat like a little bar. So today I had a smoothie, which was fantastic. Strawberry smoothie. It was fantastic. Probably one of the best smoothies I've ever had. That was first thing this morning, and then so that was at around 7, and so at around 10:30 I had no, not 10:30, 9:30, 9:45. I had this nut bar that had chili and honey and something else in it. It was very, very good also. It tasted wonderful. But that was my second fueling. Then my third fueling was I had the chili, little pouch, little sachet of chili. You had water to microwave it. It smelled better than it tasted. It did not taste bad. I think I cooked it wrong or read the instructions wrong. And then I had a bag of jalapeno cheddar puffs, which are protein enriched, all that kind of stuff, as my snack at about 3:00. And so dinner will be this. It's either going to be It's either going to be that the tuna melt thing, but if the waffle maker doesn't arrive in time, then we're having salmon with this lemon pepper salmon with asparagus is what we're having instead, cooked on a sheet pan. Lemon pepper salmon. Did I say that? Oh Lord, I need to check my blood sugar levels. I think maybe I'm losing my mind. With asparagus. I said that right. And then I'm going to make a side of rice or something for the kids to have with it too. I just won't have that. And then for dessert, I'm having a brownie. So I'll have that like kind of in between dinner and bedtime. There's a protein brownie that you make, and you just put it in. You either make it in the microwave or I have a little waffle maker, but it's just not big enough for what we're doing there. So Sandy says she's interested. I would be happy to lose just 10 to 15 pounds. Well, I'll keep you posted, and I'll refer you to my lady. So it technically is a multi-level marketing thing. I will not be coaching. I will not be joining. You will not be hearing me talk about it like, oh, you should join my team. That is not the case. I will tell you the truth about it. At the moment, I'm hungry and farty, but the results I have seen from other people are tremendous. I had to measure myself today. Tape measure around the belly, tape measure around the waist, tape measure around my neck. I will not be sharing those numbers with you because I'm not proud of them. Well, let me rephrase it. I will not be currently sharing them with you. When I get down to some goal weight, fortunately, I lose all my weight here and here very quickly because I don't put it on anywhere else. Monica says, can I have something with almond milk? Probably. I bet I could have coffee with almond milk. I'm not a coffee drinker. What else were you talking about with almond milk? But yeah, so that's my day. I have been kind of all over the board. Apology. I've been so busy. I didn't have time to make my card today. I literally got off a call at 4:30. So sounds a lot like MediWeight. It is, Monica. It's actually the exact same thing. I've learned it has been repackaged. MediWeight Loss and Optavia are the exact same thing. They've just repackaged it, changed it up a little bit. There's a book that comes with it, all that kind of stuff. It's the exact same thing. Same company even, I believe. What else? Totally different subject. I got a notification over the weekend from the Dallas Business Journal that my company, Cooper Smith Agency, which is soon to be, have I told y'all? I believe I've told you. Multi-Story Media. If I haven't told you, we're changing the name to Multi-Story Media. Has been named one of the largest LGBTQI owned, or maybe just LGBTQ owned businesses in North Texas. I think I'm like number 6 on the list, which I'm like, I don't know about that. I think I am one of the largest self-identifying LGBTQ owned businesses in North Texas, but I'll take it. But yes. But of course, when you get on these lists, I got a call from a janitorial service today. I always get a call from Verizon trying to sell me phone service or something when I'm on these lists. I used to get Xerox salesmen because I've been on the top PR firms list for probably 15 years now. But Xerox salesmen used to call it crazy. Not heard from them at all. Because does anyone have a Xerox? I assume like my office doesn't even have a copy machine anymore. If we need 10 copies of something, we just print off 10 copies of something from the printer now. So oh, good reminder, Monica. Go sports. So yesterday, Mike, my brother-in-law Mike, my husband Todd, my daughter Claire, and my nephew Sterling went to the Cowboys game at same place, pretty much right next door to where we saw the concert Friday. They went to the Cowboys game, and Monica and I instead went to um, Buffalo Wild Wings, and we watched part of the game there. Well, we went to have wings and other stuff and just hang out. The game was on. It's impossible not to watch it because it's on all the screens and everyone else is there. But it's funny. Everyone is like suddenly, what? I'm like, go sports. I have no idea. There are very few things that I surprise myself with how little I know about them. Like, I can't think of one at the top of my head, but football is definitely on that list of things where I think I have a passing knowledge of that, right? Like I have a that's the thing is I think I actually know some things about it, and very rarely do I claim to know things about things that I actually don't know about. But I think I have a passing knowledge of football. Like I generally know, like I know the scoring is 6 points if you get a touchdown, and it adds a point to 7 if you get a field goal. I don't know any of the penalty stuff, all that kind of stuff. But generally, I know how the downs work. Like you have 3 downs. Is it 3 downs? Whatever. However many downs there are, you have that to make it like 10 yards, that sort of thing, right? I know the general mechanics of it. But then I get into it and I'm like, shit, I don't know anything about like I don't know what's about to happen next. Why'd they kick that ball? What'd they do that for? So that was us yesterday. Monica, my mom is saying, I'm like the water boy when it comes to football and sports. Yep, that's me. I'm like, I am the most fair weather bandwagon jumper honor ever about stuff. Like if the Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl, I'm going to root for the Cowboys. If the Stars are going for the Stanley Cup, yes, I know what their championship is. I actually like hockey a lot, and I know more about hockey than I know about football. I cheer for the Stars. Rangers, I'm not a fan of baseball in whether they're winning or not. Baseball is so boring to me. But that sort of thing. And I would like to go out to the women's WNBA, the team that plays out at University of Arlington, University of Texas Arlington. The Wings, I think it's called the Wings. I'd like to go see one of their basketball games. I think that would be fun. I cheer for the Mavericks when the Mavericks are winning. But I had a question to Monica, and we could not figure this out. Why, oh, why, if the Dallas Cowboys are so bad and they lose all the time, although I think they won yesterday, but if they just fuck it up so much, why are they the most profitable? Is that the right word? No. Why most valuable sports franchise in the United States? Like, why are they the top of the top of the top if they're not? Like, and their uniforms, which I think I don't hate the way these football players look in their uniforms. I'm not gonna lie. I do watch sometimes for the uniforms. And I love it when the Cowboys wear the all-white uniform. I think it looks so classic and sexy. Monica wants to watch roller derby. I would go to that. I would enjoy roller derby. That would be fun. But I'm just curious, like, why are they so valuable? What makes them so valuable? Why are they America's team? Why are they? Just branding, I assume. But like, they don't. Because last year, didn't they not even make it to the finals or like whatever on the thing, the brackets? Brackets, that's basketball. Well, whatever they call the thing, where it's like if they win and then they go against each other, then they go against each other, and they go against each other. That thing. Didn't the Cowboys just like barely make it to like where it wasn't huge, like where it was kind of like 10 teams left or something like that? So anyway, I don't understand it. I don't pretend to. So, all right, playoffs. That's what they didn't make it to the playoffs last year. And that's surprising to me that they're such a big team then. So, all righty, everyone is chiming in. Plus, Beth, did you get all of your ingredients that you needed? So Beth Turner here, who I've known forever, her mother. So Beth does not cook, and her mother cooks everything. And her mother, Shayla, is her mother's name, fabulous woman. She lives in New Jersey, has a cute store. You've got to follow her on Instagrams. She's so cute. She's about this big, but she cooks, and so she comes to visit, and she may still be there right now, but she comes to visit, and she sends Beth on these wild goose chases to find all these different ingredients, some which are not as exotic as Beth makes them. Beth was looking for shallots. Like, every store sells a shallot, Beth. But then there's other stuff that you talk about, and I'm like, I wouldn't know where to get that. Like, I'd immediately just go to Central Market for that sort of thing, I think, or maybe not even Whole Foods. I think Central Market is much more gourmet about stuff. Out by y'all, don't y'all have, she lives way out in the suburbs somewhere. Don't y'all have Market Street? Isn't that like a Whole Foods or a Central Market meets a regular grocery store? Like, I feel like that's like a winning thing. So, but then Beth here, uh, ghee. Oh, ghee you can get anywhere, Beth. Madeira wine, yes, all of those things. But the Beth was in line for the new HEB opening, which just cracks me up. So, back to the Cowboys thing. I think a lot of it is generational, Kelly is saying. Plus, their marketing is on point. I agree. They have reality shows that the Cowboys cheerleaders, the stars so recognizable, as you say. And then, yeah, the cheerleaders. So the cheerleaders, yes. So, all righty. Well, let me look real quick at the comments, make sure I didn't miss anybody. I think that you all, I think I caught all of y'all. So, all righty. Beth, is your mom still in town? Or is she coming to town next week? I can't remember. All righty. Well, with that, report back, and I'll say something in a second. With that, I'm going to say bye. I love y'all. It's important to know you will love. I love that you watched this. Thank you. I missed you last week. We had a good time with the kids. Don't shoot yourself to death, and I will keep you posted on how my diet is turning out. Optavia, Optavia, if you want to look it up. Oh, Shayla arrives in Dallas on Thursday. Ooh, all of the excitement is about to happen. Yay. Kristen missed the Elton story. I have to watch. Yes, you have to. I basically missed most of the concert because I drank too much and it was way too hot in there, and I ended up barfing my guts out. That's the Cliff Notes version. Alrighty, I'll talk to you later. Love y'all. Bye.